Okay, this is Prisoner X, which is part of the Back on Track Map Lab 9 competition. Prisoner X. It's good that we're starting off with a travelling sequence in a stalker pod, or whatever you want to call them. I'm not sure what you call them. Was it like a combine fortress that was joined on to a normal prison? Like Nova Prospect or something like that? Or maybe the combine built this, although it is a bit weird. I'm just wondering where we're going. There's so much anticipation. The combine, the Citadel sounds still kind of creep me out. I don't know why. Okay, here we are. So that light looks like it's flashing for a reason. Maybe it's not, maybe it's just flashing like that. So looking around... Right, so he... exploded something. We'll just get the weaponry. I can see a green light to my right. I am guessing the stalker broke us out. Oh, excuse my ability to play video games. Oh gee. There's no messing around with this map. Alright, take the shotgun soldier out. It is good because it gives us cover where we can go. But it's not a complete area we can hide, so these guys can still get to us. Which is what you want to be doing. You want to be giving the player cover, but not enough opportunity to just kind of camp. So there's plenty of moving around. Ah, kind of messed that one up. And there's still enough. Now, do I have the gravity gun, so I can like use these things. Oh, wow, that's good. That siren's very annoying. I wouldn't play that the whole way through the battle. It's still going. Ah, right. So it's drawing our attention to the pod, but we can see the real reason. I'm not quite sure what we've done. Alright, we opened that. Although for some reason it looks like it's still on. I don't know, maybe it's the skin. Maybe these things have a skin, I think. What was I going to say? I'm presuming, and I could be wrong, but I think this stalker broke us out of jail so we could take on the combine. Maybe not, maybe he was the bad guy and he saw us and then he tried to alert the combine soldiers. Although it'd be cool if they like broke me out and I am the hero of the stalkers, as in Half-Life 2 stalkers, not any other kind. I feel like a bit more could be could be done to make this corridor a bit less boxy, but just a bit. I mean, it doesn't need like a whole bunch of stuff. So I don't think we can go that way. Oh yeah. Just trying to work out which way to go first, because there are two areas that are completely separate from each other, and it doesn't look... Maybe... Oh, I think this is just the way to go for... pickups. Yeah, that's fine. And we could, I guess, maybe seen them from here. So we've had a nice intro sequence, a bit of a battle that happened quite quickly at the start, and then we've had this mass amount of Combine soldiers rushing us. So is this where we were? I guess this is where we must have been at the start. But instead of going in there, we are now in the outdoors. It's not very interesting to navigate. I mean, it is because you can see all this stuff, but it's like we're just running down hallways right now. It feels like there should be more to do. Maybe that'll change though. I always end up saying stuff too quickly. Right, looks like a battle's going to take place here. Looks nice and open from my first... Well, we saw him up there, so we know... And we don't have any grenades. I'm a bit pinned down right now. I'm a bit wary as to what... I'm confused in terms of where everything is. So there's a turret over here, but there's one up there but it's facing the other way, and then there's one over here. There was a Combine soldier up there I saw. Maybe there's two. Maybe we're just going to have to rush. I do realise there are wires. But it doesn't seem to be any way. I'm just trying the console just in case. Are we still alive? Or maybe it's a different one. I don't know. I guess we've got to push a button. Ah, here it is. So we can easily see where we are. We can see what we've done with the ropes. That's very good. Nice and simple way of showing the player. You know, because you always want the player to be aware of what they're doing when they're pushing a button. Often I see buttons that are just there, the player pushes it and they have no idea what they've done, and there's some buttons to this day that I've pushed in Half-Life mods that I have no idea what I did. But this one's good. Yeah, I missed. Alright, sounds like we got him. Nope. I think what it's trying to do is it's trying to completely pin the player down, so you're always kind of in danger, and you have to really be aware of where you know, where you're stepping. Because you've got your hopper mines, you've got your turrets. It makes it a lot more interesting than back there when it was just hallways. I see that, you know, the gameplay's really starting to pick up. Can you open this door? Or wait, I was like, is this the door? No, it's this door. And it did forewarn us about that because we can see it from out here. So it was that moment of realization when I actually forgot about it. Alright, just checking all of the prison cells. Because it's always good that there's sometimes stuff hidden in there. If only I'd hit him to the other side. There we go. So it seems this entry is really borrowing from the Nova Prospect style of play and, you know, level design, which is alright. It's actually a good thing to kind of reuse styles that were already seen in Half-Life 2. Okay, so we can see there is a wire going from that room to the gate. Yeah, so we can see that there's item crates in there. So the chances are we're probably going to be in there, probably. There's also a button. Again, I could be wrong. We can't go in there, and we can't go in there. But if we look inside... Yeah, there's the button. And there is a wooden... Well, there's wooden boards and a cabinet. So if we throw that inside... There we go, easy. That was a good puzzle. I thought it would have been a cord to pull out, but then that wouldn't have made sense because the thing's holding the door. Now what was in here? Just weapons. Okay, we've opened the door as I said. I'm guessing we're going to have to take up a, you know, combat position here. I did see round here there were hopper mines for us. These ones aren't for us. So we can get rid of them. I'm going to put them here because why not? I probably should be doing this after. There we go. Now what's this button doing? It's... Now what was back there? I wish I knew I could remember what was back there. I think there were 2 shields as far as I can remember. So I'm going to push the button and probably deactivate these shields. Now we're probably going to get rushed here. So we might as well just take up a position here. Oh, I hear a hunter. Can't see him though. Where is it? Alright, so here, I was expecting a bigger battle. I think it would have been good if they had come from different places, maybe in here or out of here. It felt like it was building up to something and it just didn't happen. I'm not sure why the hunters were way back here, maybe to give the player more of a chance. Although it feels like they should have also pushed the player not long after the combined soldiers. So what have we done? Yeah, it's the wire here which... Ah! Yeah. Of course that was going to happen. Only on Dolmo's channel. And it's good that they weren't just standing at the door, up at the door, as I've seen some people do. Can we go this way? No. I think it would be beneficial, because obviously you come this way, it'd be beneficial if it was signposted at the moment you walk down here that this was what you were trying to achieve by going this way. So then you could do your backtracking after it, and you kind of knew, or it gave you more context, because I kind of missed the wire, or it doesn't have any significance, it's just attached to a shield. I didn't think, oh, that's what we're going to do. It would have given a lot more meaning. I'm not saying it was bad, that whole section, walking after you've walked down that corridor, was really, really good. It's just that it probably needed a bit more context. There we go. Right. Well, it sounds like there's another one. Oh, I just killed the stalker. I did not mean that. So we just heard his shield go down. Hopefully this is us, because I've only got 24 health points. Okay, so that map was very enjoyable for the most part. There was a lot of things that could be changed and improved, like that long corridor that just had nothing in it. The end battle, or not the end battle, the one after you've taken down the main shield could have been a lot more intense. But then on the flip side, there was a lot of the good stuff, like the certain obstruction elements where you had to throw a grenade in. You could clearly see, for the most part, where you were going and what you were doing. It was very clearly signposted. It was quite an interesting premise. A few of the environments could be maybe touched up, but obviously with the time limit, it's really difficult to do that. And I think it was smart that the mapper focused on the gameplay element, and it was really good. So I'm going to rate that one a 5 out of 8, because obviously there's the improvements that need to be done. But overall, my experience with that map was actually generally positive. So very well done with that one.